All right, so each table has a basket of watercolors. You may find that your basket isn't completely full, meaning that one of the containers is empty. That's fine. I'll go ahead and put all the colors on the counter over there, and you can refill if you need to. You don't need to refill all the way though. Leave about halfway, okay? Otherwise you're gonna get a lot of spillage. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my turquoise, and I have a cup of water here. You don't need anything bigger than that. And I have paper towel so that I'm ready to switch colors because I don't want to dip my brush in orange, let's say, if I've already worked with blue and I haven't cleaned it, because you're going to contaminate the other colors. So I'm going to work with a few colors. Yeah, I think I'll do blue. And I'm just going to go ahead and get my brush all the way wet, kind of take the extra off, and then I'm going to start to paint wherever it is that you want the color. Okay, and you can just kind of pick it up as you go. Now you'll notice it doesn't really blend per se, but if I were to dip my brush into water and pick water up, then I can start to get some value changes in here where it can get lighter and I can blur that line that I kind of made. You only want to do this though if your chick is 100% dry, because if it's not going to be good. Okay, and I can just keep picking up color. Now, if you want it brighter, that's totally fine. However, wait until what you've done first has dried. Otherwise, all you're doing is making it drip. So I'm going to spread that out a little bit because I want to diffuse that line. I don't want it to be so harsh. So when I add my next color, I'll do that under here too. You do want to paint the bottom if your bottom is going to be seen. So now I have my blue and I've kind of diffused it a little bit. It isn't so, he doesn't want to stand this morning. It isn't so bright up here because I want to change colors. So I'm going to put the lid back on. Make sure it's on tight. I'm going to wash my brush. And then I'm actually going to use yellow. Why can I mix yellow and blue, even though they're not next to each other on the color wheel?
Because it makes sense.
Ramsey?
Because they contrast?
No. They're primary colors, and when you mix primary colors together, they make a different color. So what am I going to be making when these two colors meet?
Red. Green.
Green. Blue and yellow make green. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of mix that in there. Kind of looks like a parakeet. Now, you don't have to do this color mixing or ombre or whatever it is. You decide how you want to paint your chick. I just like it when colors mix together. That's just me. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead. And it doesn't matter when you use water and you see it turning colors, it's fine. Okay. The only time it's going to be a problem is if you notice that your brush is still depositing color where you don't want it to. Okay. If that's the case, then just dump your water out. See, and he's kind of nice and he's like lighter down here. So he's kind of a mint green down here. But I don't want to ignore any part of him that's going to be showing. And like I said, once he dries, you're able to layer different colors. You still want to stick with either colors that are next to each other on the wheel, or colors that are primary. So I'm going to go ahead and pick pink. Why will pink work? Even though pink's not technically on the wheel. What is pink?
Just the shade lighter.
Right, exactly. Pink is the same kind of thing as red. So whatever red works with, pink's going to work with. So I'm going to go ahead and mix my pink. Now this is interesting because when I mix red and yellow, what do I get?
Orange.
Orange. When I mix red and blue, what do I get? Purple. So I'm going to kind of have this double effect going on here. You can go ahead and paint over the eyes because we're going to actually use acrylic paint to paint the eyes so that they show up. So don't worry about getting color on the eyes. I pick up some water, kind of blend them a little bit. I'm going to have a tie-dye chick.
How fast do these dry?
They'll dry in about 15 minutes. So it'll be pretty quick. Once you see that it's not shiny anymore, then you are good to do your next layer if you want something to be brighter. My last step, I'm going to take orange so I can do the beak. And again, if you're not ready for this step, that's fine. I'm going to put it on Google Classroom so that you will have it when you need it. Try not to pick up too much color on your brush because when you go to paint your chick, it'll drip, and it could potentially drip on places you don't want. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and get water and just kind of blend him out a little bit because I don't want that so harsh. Water's your friend, but you don't want to use so much of it that everything gets really blurry. Where you don't want it to be blurry. If you want it to be blurry, then that's fine. So now I have my first layer of my tie-dye chick here. I even think maybe I want to blend that a little bit more. So I might go back in with my pink and add some more once that's dry, and then I can go back in with any of my other colors. All right? Okay.